Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Z. I'm a clinical psychologist specializing in transgender care. Welcome to my channel. Today I am recording this on November 28th, Thanksgiving Day in the United States. And I wanted to take this opportunity to get on here and to do two things. One, I want to express my gratitude, and two, I want to share with you a very big update in regards toward this channel and in regards toward to the content creation moving forward. For starters, I really want to thank each and every one of you for being there throughout the years, for being part of this community, also for being part of my life, even though so many of us, if not all of us, are connected through the distance, are connected through the exchange of the internet, such as YouTube. And, to be honest with you, when I started this channel had, for me personally, two primary functions. One of the functions was to be able to share expertise, given that there's so very few individuals who truly solely focus on gender dysphoria and gender issues. And another reason was for being able to also showcase, again, my level of expertise as a way of me, I guess in some form of self-marketing, right? Because I'm still in a business and I'm still in the service business. And so this was for me a great way of let people know that I really know what I'm talking about. And over the years, the more content that I created on this channel and the more that I started to interact and communicate with so many of you that have reached out, either commenting below in a comment section or writing to me in email or sending me a private message on Instagram. To this day, almost every single day, I get a message from one of you. Almost every, in fact, I got one this morning, a beautiful email. Almost every single day, I get one of you sharing with me how much this content, how much this channel has either helped you get more clarity, has supported you in taking steps forward, has helped you to give you that final nudge to move forward. And as a result, how much happier you are. Some of you write that, yeah, you are in a part of the world where you can't get access to information, you can't get access to a specialist, and maybe you're not ready to take steps forward. But there's some elements of the content that still helped you to move forward, to continue living in spite of struggling with gender dysphoria. And it is these messages that I get from so many of you on daily basis that have taught me over the years and demonstrated to me how incredibly, incredibly wealthy I am. I may not be wealthy in a monetary sense, and I have long learned to recognize that I'm wealthy in the most beautiful way one can be wealthy. I'm wealthy in abundance of gratitude that all of you hold me in. And that is such a beautiful, I call it my accumulation of positive karma. It is such a beautiful space to be in. I cannot tell you how incredibly grateful I am to be able to make a difference, but also to hear back from so many of you how it has made a difference in your lives. And uh, every day when I get an email or response, how much the content has benefited so many of you, I'm just filled with awe and complete humility to the capacity that just sharing information can reach, first of all, so many people worldwide, and second of all, can do so much good. I have always been and will always continue to be incredibly generous person. Generosity and kindness it's a foundation of my personality. It's a foundation who I am as a person that will never, I can never imagine that ever leaving me. And I have always known that one of the important things in this life is to be kind, is kindness. And the extension of that kindness is to be able to give freely. And I hope to continue to give freely with the content that I create and with other things that I create, to be able to help so many of you make positive, lasting changes in your life. Because I really truly believe this is what life is all about. It is about supporting each other and making positive impact in this world. And I know that the world is a very frenzy, hectic, and in the United States especially, scary place right now for so many of you. And I know that today in Thanksgiving, so many of you feel, maybe you feel like you have nothing to be thankful or grateful for. And maybe some of you don't even have families to celebrate this holiday with. Maybe some of you are completely alienated and feel very alone. And I really encourage all of you today to see what elements of your life are very wealthy and very abundant. Maybe your life is very wealthy and abundant because right now you have your beloved pet, your beloved dog resting at your feet. Well, that's a wealth. That's a beautiful relationship you have right there. Maybe you're wealthy and abundant because you have access to internet, and therefore you have access to receive this message and just be able to sit down with me today like this. Maybe you're wealthy and abundant because you do have family today, even though your family may not fully understand or accept you. Maybe you're wealthy and abundant in so many other ways. I really encourage each one of you to ask, how is your life might be really rich and wealthy beyond materialistic, financial, all of the things that we are inaccurately told to accumulate, that just don't fulfill us in the long run. And so I am very, very grateful to have an opportunity to sit down like this with each and every one of you. And I've been really incredible and continue to be very grateful for each one of you as a viewer of this channel, and also as somebody that is one way or another plays a role in my life. There are going to be some updates, and I wanted to share that with all of you as well. For the longest time now, I have been called, my heart and my soul has been called to focus the content of the channel even more so specifically toward anybody who identifies as a trans woman or leans toward trans feminine domain. Part of it is because the divine feminine and just the feminine energy is something that is close and dear to my heart. Part of it is because I really truly feel that that's where my strength is. That's where I shine the most at. I think a lot of you have felt that it is my strength because out of my individual one-on-one clients, I would say probably 90% of my clients by this point are all trans women or trans femme identified. Those of you who subscribe to my email newsletter, majority of you are trans women. And so I'm at this crossroads in my life now where I decided to take what I'm really good at. And I think I'm really, really good. I think my strength is throat chakra, and my strength is to be able to take difficult, complex ideas and to be able to explain them in a way that are understandable and are able to be digested by all of you. And in this case, specifically gender dysphoria. And I believe that my strength is, even though I am not transgender, somehow I am intuitively and on a deeper level able to really understand without going through experience, have capacity to almost as if I'm stepping into your shoes. In no way I'm saying that I know exactly what it's like. Please don't take it that way. But I think a lot of you have shared it also and will agree, you've shared this with me over the years, how it feels like I'm inside of your heads. And I think it feels that way because I listen. And it feels that way because somehow this is also the work that I was meant to do. And this is why it comes so natural to me. So I'm going to narrow this YouTube channel. I'm going to continue releasing videos twice a week. But the videos starting in December are going to be focused solely on trans women. Now, for all of you who are watching who are transmasculine and non-binary, I don't want you to feel abandoned. There is still going to be content that is going to be generalized. There's still going to be, for example, when I talk about difference between severe, moderate, and neutral gender dysphoria, that is a content that it carries across the board regardless of gender identity. So there's still going to be things such as that. But the bulk of my work and the bulk of the offerings that I plan to do are going to be focused on the feminine. And even though there's part of me that is still a little bit scared to narrow myself even more down, I'm already, as you all of you know, very narrowed in my field. As a psychologist, I only work with the gender diverse community, and I only work with adults, and I only work with anybody who has gender dysphoria or anybody who is questioning their gender identity. And now I'm narrowing it even more toward the feminine domain. So I'm scared, but also very excited. And all of my life, I have tried to I have tried very hard after I had cancer. As many of you know, at 16, I have tried very hard to do what my heart really desires to do, knowing that our days are numbered. And even though it's scary, it's also exciting because I am doing what I always do, which is following my heart desires, following what feels very right to me. So I'm very, very excited. I hope all of you are very excited. I know that for anybody who is trans femme, trans woman identified watching it, I know that this is actually going to be a very exciting news for you, which means content is even more narrowed down for you. And if any of you have any burning content ideas toward in femme domain, feel free to email them to me as well. So this is an update for the channel. And as a wrap up again, I want to say how I'm very, very grateful for each and every one of you. And I know that for a lot of you today, maybe you're even outside of the US, you don't even care about, you don't celebrate Thanksgiving. I still wish that your day today is filled with gratitude and recognition of something in your life that you are grateful for. So on that note, I'm wishing all of you a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. If you're in abroad, it might be already another day for you. I wish all of you lots of health. First and foremost, health is so important. Health is something no money can ever buy. And lots of love and kindness in your life. And I will see you all next time. Goodbye.